TJ Jefferson, you'd like to assist people in their fantasy conundrums, I guess. Or is this? Should we call this TJ's Stardom Sit-em?
I'm working
because that's what everybody in the fantasy world has a Stardom Sit-em.
Yeah, I'm working on a name. I just don't want to go with something.
We can't do that. Everyone's got a Stardom Sit-em.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to. I'm looking for the right name, but as of today, we're just going to go with fantasy starts and sits.
All right, let's get some more NFL Films music for TJ Jefferson. What do you got over there?
At your boy.
Thank you very much. What do you got, Chris?
All right, so real quick,
TJ?
Rich, Chris, and Jason Feller, because I know you come to me for fantasy advice. I'm just going to give you guys 3 starts and 3 sits, and then one play that you should leave alone for the week, okay? For the starters, I'm going to go with Kareem Hunt. No disrespect, Rich, but Kareem Hunt against the Jets. The Browns against the Jets.
It's no disrespect.
Hunt by land, Hunt by air. He's going to pile on the stats, rushing and receiving. He's going to hit the end zone at least once on Sunday, and Brownie the Elf is going to rejoice. Cleveland, this is for you. I'm just trying to smooth things over with those guys. You know how I do. Robbie Anderson, Panthers. Remember, Chris, Robbie Anderson had some not so nice tweets about Baker over the last year, right? And I thought it was more like he was kind of standing up for his QB, Sam Darnold. Well, guess what? Baker's his guy now. And Robbie had a big week 1, man. 8 targets, 5 catches, 102 yards. I like his target volume. And I think he's going to find the end zone again. Robbie Anderson, he's going to be a sneaky good play. Mm-hmm. And then we got Travis Etienne. I was very much into this Jags game last week, and I noticed 2 things. He and Trevor, their timing was a little bit off. There was one play in the first quarter, Lawrence overthrew Etienne in the end zone, wide open touchdown. I think in the 4th, Etienne dropped the ball that he could have literally walked into the end zone. So I'm expecting Travis Etienne to bounce back and have a pretty good day.
I blame Urban Meyer. Of
course you could.
I blame him.
Let's go to our sits real quick. I'm going to sit, and if you have him, I'm going to tell you to sit Devin Singletary of the Bills, strictly because of this. Zach Moss and James Cook. I played the Bills running back by committee game last season. It's just tough, man. And you don't want to go into Monday night and have Devin Singletary standing between you and a win. So if you got another person you could play, I would go with it because you don't want any part of that 3-man band. Rashad Bateman, Ravens against Dolphins. He had 2 touchdowns last week, looked really good. I'm just going to give you 2 words, Xavier Howard, because he's going to be guarding him. I don't want any prior to that, so I'm going to sit Rashad Bateman. And Pat Freiermuth, look, he had a great week 1, but Brockman, you know this better than us. Bill Belichick does a great job in shutting down opposing teams' tight end. Yep. So I'd be a little bit worried with Pat, so I'd say sit him.
Okay, so then what's your last one to say? Just you got an omnibus? What is this?
Yeah, I do, Rich. To go back to something back in 2014, the very first week of the Rich Eisen Show. It was a Thursday. You had to leave because you were calling a Thursday night game.
Well, I was doing the pre and post in half.
Yep. So Andrew Siciliano was hosting, and I was sat in first week of the show. I actually came to set. You weren't here. I gave a little fantasy football advice, and I mentioned a movie that you hate, but it'll make sense.
I don't hate The Last Boy Scout.
Last Boy Scout, because
I don't hate it.
There's a scene in there where Bruce Willis asks his buddy head or gut, and that's all fantasy is, right, Chris?
Yeah.
You look at the stats and you use your head, and you go, I'm going to make this decision. Or you go, you know what? I know what the stats say, but I'm going to trust my gut on this one. So this might be a little weird, but I'm going to tell you to sit Tom Brady this week. Just simply because in 3 games with the Bucs, he's yet to defeat the Saints in the regular season. And also, Marshawn Lattimore has Mike Evans' number, and Mike Evans hasn't practiced. As a matter of fact, it seems like the entire Bucs team is on.
Yeah, the Bucs
having some
Bucs
issues
injury
right
list
now.
looks like a good old-fashioned Patriots injury list.
Yeah,
where
right?
19 people are questionable, and good luck trying to figure out who's playing.
Yeah, so I mean, Mike Evans hasn't played hasn't played practice all week. He's normally a must start, but Lattimore, man, that's a tough matchup. So I'm just going to say roll the dice. If you got a better option, maybe sit Tom Brady. And, that's my fantasy advice for the week.